This
We
is
interrupt our program to bring you a special broadcast.
the first
German news agency
officially named
Trans-
podcast by the people, for the people, from the people's champ.
Here's another late development.
This
News
is
keeps
Hero,
coming in.
and I bring you the Identity Booth. Thank you guys for joining me tonight, and shout out to all the people that responded in voting and helping me name this podcast.
The German news agency
It was a whopping 53 votes. Humble yourself. You couldn't get 53 likes on a picture you just took. How about that? But we got it. And I'm here to bring you about 30 minutes strong about me, you, and identifying the culture, the people, the life, the style, the science, the madness, the myth, the legends. But most importantly of all, we're here to identify with ourselves. So let's just get straight into it. How about them dogs? Go dogs, go. It's the second day of the year. It is 1/2/2018, and I know you guys have been making the same mistake I have, which is putting 2017. It is an easy fix. It's an upside down candy cane. That's all you got to do. Boom. Easy fix. It's like nothing ever happened. And we're looking for those mistakes because we got to fix a lot of things. So let's talk about what I've been doing. Because I can't ask y'all what y'all been doing, but you can tell me what you've been doing and where you're doing it and how you're doing it. And if you got pictures of you doing it, put it in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, YouTube channel, Project ETO. You can also add me at Project_ETO. Same thing for the Instagram. Facebook, Project Space ETO. Not space in the words itself, but space in the key frame on the keyboard. Sense of the conversation. But you get that, you know that. So let's talk about something you don't know. Who am I kidding? Those Georgia Bulldogs went down there to good old California, Pasadena, the Rose Bowl. My first time going to the Rose Bowl as a fan. I went there as a college athlete. Tons of fun with that. But what a show. And that's going to be the opening of this story. Congratulations to the Oklahoma Sooners. You guys fought valiant. And I was prepared to crack a joke, but I thought it might be too soon. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, yeah, I've been cracking jokes like that all day. Like, oh, you should have scored a touchdown sooner. Oh man, I was irritating these people on the bus and on the plane ride back. I was just going up talking to them. Do you feel the same way about your pets? Like, just asking just some of the most irresponsible questions. But it's all in good fun. You know, you got to be, the best winners are also good at taking the L. So, and we all take them eventually. So let's talk about how OU got that L. And it goes without saying, Georgia Bulldogs have had this problem all year round. All year long, they are a second half team. They wake up after second half. So they're very somber, very docile, and it's not until the pressure's on for them. I don't think this tactic or method will work against Alabama, so they come with their A game. But the Rose Bowl is really a festival for the family, friends, and everybody else. It's about everyone else except for the player, which is on day 7. They get there 7 days before. They go to Disneyland. They go to ESPN World. They travel. They tour. It's just too much. It lulls them into a sense of like false security. It's really bad on the players. And shame on all you people out there just talking about what's going on. Why do they look sluggish? These poor souls. These poor athletes. None of them got to go home and enjoy Christmas break like you did. You bum. They've been out there running their butts off, getting in shape, staying in shape, trying to be healthy, trying to be focused, and you want them to take pictures with Goofy and Mickey Mouse and talk to reporters. I sat there and watched them answer the same question for all you generic journalists out there. How do you feel about the game? What do you think about the quarterback? Do you think you have a get original? Oh man, it was painful to watch, and I wasn't even being asked the questions. And in that moment, I realized, man, these guys are suffering out here. This needs to be a 1 week delay, and the game needs to be played. Like this formality and all this showmanship is really unnecessary, and it takes a toll on the players. What they won, so they're going to the national championship, and after that, 1 week later, they're back in school. Oh, how miserable of a lifestyle. But hey, those that wear the crown, right? They got the crown. Whatever the saying is, put it in the comment section. I don't know. But let's talk about how Georgia got up, which is a very important thing for you in 2018. It's early, and some of y'all, it's only the second day of the year, and some of y'all have already been knocked down. And you're not thinking about getting up because your best bet is to wait till next year, right? Wrong. Because unlike other people, you have the tenacity to fight back. And let me tell you what happens when you have just a glimmer of hope. Just a glimmer of hope. Because that's all Georgia had. They had 300 plus yards put on them in the first half. They had a 33-point deficit or something of that nature. They had nothing going for them. But at the end of the first half, with 6 seconds to go, they got a glimmer of hope. And this is a shout out to the strategic mind of Kirby Smart, the skill and athletic awareness of number 50 on the return team, hand squad, and just shame and utter annoyance. And this is a cry from all the way from Oklahoma on how the heck did OU's coach, I don't know his name, he's so young, he's so new, I don't know his name, but he'll never have a quarterback like this, he'll never have a team like this, he'll never have anything like this again. And if he does, I hope he doesn't make the same mistakes twice unless he's playing against Georgia. How do you get the SEC champions on the ground with your heel to their throats, and all you have to do is apply pressure? Just lean forward, big dog. They're going to go quietly in their sleep. But instead, you took your foot off and asked for a comeback. And you got that. 6 seconds left on the clock, you go for a squib kick. It's not unheard of. It's not unnatural. But it's not what you do when you're winning. You bomb the kick to the end zone, let them line up on the 20, and watch them take a knee into the half. Because that's what they would have done. But instead, you squib kick it, and their hands team is like no hands teams you have ever seen in your life. The logic of the squib kick and the hands team is to have the best people on the team who can catch on the field. So it baffles me that you would send a receiver to the back of the field. Why not send them to the front of the field so when the ball comes jetting out, they can just catch it and get to the ground? It's better than you getting the ball on the 25, all discombobulated with no blocks, and trying to make a break for it. You end up getting tackled on the 17-yard line. But this player, and I don't know his name, I didn't look it up, number 50, dead center in the field. If you watch the clip, you'll see it. He catches this sucker off a bounce. 1-2, the piggy rule. Third bounce, the ball don't count. But he caught that bad boy. And not only did he catch it, he had the mental awareness to get down on the ground. He lost a second. So with 6 seconds on the clock, the boy Kirby Smart throws 2 out routes to the sidelines. He gets 13 yards, lines up Rodrigo, and hits that boy in for a field goal and gets 3 points on the board. And now you're thinking to yourself, Hero, how is that possibly going to change the game? Did you see the score? They won. They won. And they didn't win because of the late game theatrics. That was just part of the show. They won because OU didn't know how to apply pressure. They won because they figured out, after getting punched in the mouth, how to get up. And hear me out. I got wind of what happened in that locker room at halftime. I have an inside source. I'm not saying no names. And I'm not even going to tell you the tactical finesse, skill set, and strategic planning that went on during halftime. But that halftime speech was one to hear. And if you ever thought for a second you needed a reason to be highly motivated, you need to be introduced to Kirby Smart, because he'll get you fired up. And that's what he did for those Georgia Bulldogs, and they came out there and they executed. They performed to another level, and they used the numbers to their advantage. They had 100-pound weight difference on the offensive line compared to OU's defensive line. And they had not one running back, not two running backs, not three running backs, not four running backs. They had 5 different running backs that at any given point throughout the whole entire game could have come out and ran 100 yards. For the love of my life, Chubb and Sony both ran a combined yardage of over 300 yards and combined for 6 touchdowns. Get out of here, bro. Defense wins championships, and the play that ended the game was a block field goal. That's what it is. But shame on OU. You have the MVP of college football, the Heisman Trophy winner in Baker, and you're 3rd and 3, and you had 330 plus yards in the first half, and you decide to kick a field goal. Shame on you. Way to spit in your players' face. Way to tell them that Big 12 championship doesn't matter. Making it to the playoffs doesn't matter. Way to tell them, as a coach, you think you know what's best for them. And your answer, your response is not letting them play. You mean to tell me you're okay with it? And if you're thinking to yourself, Hero, what the heck do you mean? Just everything's about context. Because if you do put Baker in and he does get the first down, you live to fight another day. But that's Baker Mayfield. I don't know the name of their kicker. Want to know why? Because his name's not Baker Mayfield. So if you're going to win a game or you're going to lose a game, at least lose the game because of the person that people can back no matter what. You got Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, both Hall of Famers in their own rights. But I'm giving it to Jordan. Same situation here. Why put it in the kicker's hands? I don't know his name. So why is a no-name kicking the game-winning field goal? Sorry. I'm sorry. It's equivalent to having Marshawn Lynch on the 2-yard line and passing the ball. A la Seahawks. But congratulations to those Bulldogs. I'll see you guys in Atlanta. Definitely going to that game. I mean, how can I not? But man, what a great story about just perseverance and hope, man. And just a clear indication of the will to fight on. Those Georgia Bulldogs put on a show. And when they got punched in the mouth, they had one or two choices. Run or fight. And I'm happy to see that they fought back. And it was a great show. We'll see Alabama. They won the game so convincing against Clemson. It was considered to be one of the most boring playoff games in the country. In the world, which is painful to think about, because Alabama, this is their 3rd straight time coming to the FCS or whatever it's called, championship. They've been in the championship 3 times in a row, and it's just boring at this point. For the love of God, get them out of here. I hope Georgia just puts them down, and I hope they make them uncomfortable. And what Georgia's good at is making teams uncomfortable or look really average. And I don't know if it's because they bring people down to their playing level or they force teams into very, very compromising situations. But they force you to play at their tempo, and Georgia isn't. Georgia has the unique ability of running the ball so well that it's like passing plays. When you're averaging 13 yards a carry, as in a run first defense, in a run first offense. That's a quick, fast offense right there. So we'll see what they got in store. We'll see what they do. But let's talk about what we got on the news. And before we get to that, shout out and thank you to all the people that voted on helping me to name my podcast. The identity booth was given to us by my good friend Michael from UAPB. It carried the votes. Out of the 53 votes, he had a vast majority of it. I think it won 64%. So that was great. Great suggestion, great podcast name. I love it. And just the tagline that comes with it, identifying with you guys. This is my way of trying to identify with you guys. And the people I bring on here, they're going to be doing the same thing. So I think it's great. Great name. But let's take a look at the news real quick. Let's see what's going on. Oh, we got Agent Orange. What's he doing? Agent Orange. Agent Orange is talking about what is wrong with 45. 45 is out here telling North Korea that his missile button is bigger than their missile button. Like, look at the child you guys let into the White House. Look at this. This is so disgraceful. Like, if you're a Republican, how do you feel about this? This is an analogy straight up for penis size. Little baby hands Donald Trump is worried about the size of North Korea's missiles. And don't get me wrong, little Jim Con, I probably sound so racist. I really just don't know his name. I'm messing up. But North Korea's president, Jim Un, I don't know. He got a baby penis too. So two baby penis ass dudes are out here arguing with missiles of mass destruction. Like, any Republican who just defends him, what? I just want to know. Like, and no Republican openly defends him. And like, how do you explain this? And they will find a reason to. They started it. Like, he's such a child. He's a baby. Baby Twitter finger hands. Oh man, that is depressing. That you, as the most powerful man on earth, have nothing better to do with your time but then to compare the size of missiles. In 2017, tragic. Just really tragic that this buffoon is the leader of the free world. Mueller can't get him out the White House quick enough. But before Mueller can get him out of the White House, I feel like he's going to get himself out of the White House. I'm curious to see how many Republicans will turn on him now that this tax bill is passed. Because now that they got the money and all the things they want, they can finally get on to more important things like integrity. Something that the Republican Party has been looking for since 2009. Decency. What a shame. The party of conservatism has become so lavish and heartless and just repulsive, to be honest, that we have our leaders out here talking about missile sizes. In 2017, was there not enough people killed? Are there too many people on Earth enjoying life right now? In Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, India, Iraq, Iran, are those places cool now? Are they great places to live? Because if they are, I didn't get the memo. So I'm really concerned. I'm really confused why we have something like missile sizes running through the front headlines of news, and then the media won't give it up. They keep feeding this idiot. This is ridiculous. But let's see what else we got going on in the news. I have to definitely take a moment out to talk about the tragedy that happened in Colorado. We lost an officer, Zachary Parrish, to a madman. And furthermore, speaking about the change that needs to come in a hurry because we're losing our heroes. We lost an officer to an alt-right member, a scumbag, a 39-year-old or 37-year-old male, an alt-right member who had the police called to his residence over a domestic dispute. The police were familiar with this individual. He's well known for targeting people online, using alt-right propaganda and using memes and racially charged conversations to agitate people online. That is the joy of a 39-year-old white male in America in 2018. I'm pretty sure I already messed that up. I'm pretty sure I said 2017. But in 2018, that is something that we're doing, and we're saying is okay. He was definitely on the records of the FBI because of his alt-right messages and the things that he left in regards to his sympathy for alt-right and far-right political faith. And we let this madman go and kill a 29-year-old married man with 2 kids, 2 little girls that are never going to see their father again. Never. Their father kissed them on the foreheads before he left, said, "I'll see you later on tonight, be good." And the last thing he said to them was a lie. "I'll see you tonight," because he's never coming back. And all because of what? We got to protect our gun rights. We can't let them take our guns. What is the point of having guns if they already have your social security number? If they already have your face, your fingerprint, their money, your house, your car? If the government took away everything that you thought you owned, where would you be? You can't eat bullets, and guns can't feed you, so why do we care so much about them? And why would someone, and maybe I'm wrong here, this might be me, but if we can't change the gun law, maybe we can start adding rules to it. Because how many people have to die? Sandy Hook, how many kids died in there? You don't know, do you? Don't feel bad. I do. Oh, what you thought I was going to say I didn't know? Let me jog your memory. Or rather, let me take a sooner event. Las Vegas Massacre. 1 gunman at the top of a building. Not at the top of a building, out of a mirror in a hotel room. How many people did he kill? That happened less than 3 months ago. Already forgot? What about the dude that got shot yesterday? Oh, what, you didn't hear about it? I know you didn't hear about it. Because it happens every day. And you become desensitized to it. So maybe someone famous or politically important has to die for us to start caring. And please don't be the idiot that decides to go out and make that happen. We're trying to avoid gun violence. But it doesn't seem to carry the same weight anymore if people die via gunfire, which kind of sucks. I've never advocated for weapons, but I don't think they should just go away. But I do think someone who has a domestic violence charge on their record shouldn't have a gun. Someone who has an assault charge on their record doesn't need a gun. Someone who can't pass a psychology test, someone diagnosed with depression, someone who has multiple personality disorder, shouldn't have a gun. Call me crazy. I don't think they should have a gun. But for some reason we can't. I don't know if it's our leaders aren't brave enough to say that, or they're not being paid. They're being paid too much to say something against it. But we're seeing the consequences of it. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Zachary's young daughter, because she's not gonna have a father anymore. But what else do we have in the news? I would just like to just challenge you guys to who has to die for us to change this law? And furthermore, who are we protecting now? Because I've yet to see a good thing happen with a gun being around. People are being tricked into this idea of it's 2017, mind you. It is not a good thing if someone comes to rob you. It's not a good thing if your only means of defending yourself is murder. And him robbing you doesn't give you, at least in my eyes, or your religious eye, whatever eye you want to look through. But if someone came to my house and said they're going to take my TV, that's not grounds for murdering somebody. I'm sorry. You're killing somebody over an inanimate object? A TV? Black Friday deals give you TVs for free. Basically. Cyber Monday. Like, it just, like, people's excuse for having these weapons are starting to become less and less tangible. I'm using the guns to protect myself. You're also using your fist to beat on your wife. So what's it going to be? I don't know. But we got 4 minutes, so we're going to wrap this up. What else has got to move? Some dude from YouTube, Logan Paul. Sorry for a video showing dead body. Like, what an idiot. This is why I can't make money on YouTube anymore, because of Logan Paul. That's who YouTube decided to put their money and faith in. Some random dude who's never earned anything in his life and gave him a platform, while we have intellectuals out there trying to make a core difference in helping their community and people in everyday lives. But Logan Paul shows a dead body on YouTube, and that's why I can't get paid on YouTube anymore because of him. So, yeah, great job, you cutie pie asshole. I already talked about baby fingers. I don't know, there's not really much else to talk to, but it's the second day of the year. It's 10 p.m., so tomorrow's the third day, and I'm here to tell you, I know some of y'all have already been knocked out. Some of y'all are already laid out and not ready for this year. And you already thinking to yourself, you know what? I ain't already messed up, so let's just throw the whole year out and we'll be ready in 2019. No, we got to be ready now. And I challenge you to do this. I've been meditating lately. I've been doing it for the last year now. Focus is different for everyone else, and it's going to be different for you. But the way I started my journey was trying to hear something. And I would challenge you guys tonight, today, tomorrow, whenever you get a chance. There's something that you can hear no matter where you are in the world. You can be underwater. You can be in an airplane. You can be anywhere. Sleep. This sound is always going off in your mind. But now that you're older, that sound no longer seems to carry impact anymore. And it's a sign that you've lost touch with yourself. So in order for us to be prepared for 2018, we have to first become aware of ourselves. And part of us doing that, I feel, is taking moments out of our busy schedule to spend time with ourselves. Just truly spend time with yourself. That's what meditation is to me. Because my life is scattered about. If it's not in a lab, forensics, surgery, whatever, school, ETO, comic books, family, friends, you don't have a chance to yourself anymore. And take this chance for yourself. Find out what that sound is. I want you guys to leave leave your answers in the comment section below. Answer the question. What is that sound you are hearing that follows you no matter where you are and tells you everything you need to know? It is so loud and so deafening that you don't hear it anymore. You've blocked it out. But your ability to find that sound and harness it could be the difference between you taking charge and taking control. But if you're listening to this and you know me, you know that every day is about taking charge and taking control. Every day is another chance to get better, starting now. That's all I got for you guys today, 30 minutes strong. This has been The Identity Booth, and I am your host, Hero. It has been a pleasure. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let a friend know, let an enemy know, let your parents know. Hero's on the podcast, and he's talking about podcast stuff. You can reach me at project_ETO, Twitter and Instagram, Facebook Project ETO. And if you want to check up and visit some of my other videos on YouTube, the link to all of that will be provided below. Thank you guys again so much for joining us, and we are gone. We are out. We are packing. I gotta get ready for Atlanta. We're going to the dance, baby. Where your shoes at?